Y'all done fucked up. This is Garcia. Garcia and I are now best friends. Garcia? This is Garcia. He is mine. He is a 9-year-old. We mouthed him. He is 9 years old. Jacob advertised him 2 months ago. And nobody bought him. And Jacob was like, I don't know. Will you please go and get that draft of mine and see what you think? Because I don't understand. Like, nobody's bought him. And I'm like, oh, okay. He got kicked. Just so y'all know, he got kicked and he got a little boo-boo. And it's getting better. We actually froze it. And we've been freezing it. And it's getting smaller. We'll continue to. But this horse has a white belly. He's got big white stockings. Anyway, I don't know what his name was before. Once Jacob told me that I could go catch him, I changed his name. Because Garcia is the best name. Garcia, do you like cookies? Hey, will you look in there and see if we have some SWAT? If not, I need to put it on the list. The flies are loving where we froze that. Would you like this, Garcia? It's a tookie. Listen, I don't know how y'all slept. We're fixing to trim his feet. Buster's fixing to trim his feet for me. We have a mare that came in that's colicking a little bit. You found it? The Flu Nixon. Hi. Buster, will you pick up his feet real quick and then jump on him bareback? I told him, like, they really should have bought him when Jacob advertised him, because Jacob was like, will you go get my draft? I don't know why nobody bought him. Me either, because this is literally my favorite. Buster, you like Garcia? You like Garcia? I don't know. Hey, I'm sure he had another name, but his name is now Garcia. Buster's going to trim his feet because he needs it trimmed. He's like, what are you doing to me? Whoa, booger. There we go. Yeah. We're fixing to trim his feet because he needs it. But, listen, y'all, he's just an 8-coming 9-year-old. Like, he's turning 9. And you can tell that he is actually a really good boy. So we're going to trim his feet. And Buster loves the drafts. No, I love the drafts, and I make Buster want to love them. But Buster, you have a draft, though, right? What is yours? He's a what? He's a Percheron. I bet he's pretty. Because he'll ride around like Maximus did eventually. Well, Titus wants to ride around really good. Titus is just, really, I'm fixing to give Titus some cookies. Yours? Nice. Oh, mine? Oh, he's a hand. Yeah. How old is yours? 3 years old. Oh, yours is old enough. I thought he was a baby. He's like this. Yeah. He's going to bring his horse here. Oh, yeah, Buster does. I mean, the thing about it is since Buster shoes like that, it's not as hard because, like, if this horse is really, really tough, Buster can do a foot and put him up and go ride a horse or two and then come back and do a foot. And, yeah, so we don't have to be mean to him and we don't have to get frustrated. And Buster, I'm filming and don't have shoes on, or I'd help you, Buster. I'm sorry. Oh, get it, Buster. Shit, Buster. Listen, y'all slept, and I promise you, old Garcia here won't ever be cheap like he was. Y'all should have bought him from Jacob, because my boots are off, by the way. I'm barefoot in a barn and don't give two shits. So we have some stuff and things fucked up around here. Imagine that. This is the Percheron we have, and I love him. So y'all slept. Like, I don't know what on God's green earth made y'all not want to heads up a baby for cookies. Send stars for cookies. This mare is colicking. She just got here, and anyway, we're fixing to give her some Banamine. She's super cute, you guys. She's so cute. We gave her some immediate response paste, and she pooped, which is great. This horse here has registered quarter horse foundation papers, and he is great, but he came with a puncture wound that we've been treating. He's been getting, so anyway, doing that. Sometimes when we haven't been live, I know you guys think like, oh, we just must not be doing anything, but Titus is the sweetest cookie monster in the world. He like takes them very gently. Hi, Mama. Hi, sweet girl. Would you like a cookie? Good girl. It's got CBD. It might make you feel better. She just looks bad. She doesn't feel good. I just say whoever had her should be pummeled. Yeah. Buster, I'm just going to be honest. They should not have slept on this. Cause they shouldn't have slept. Jacob bought this horse and he priced him. And he priced him really low. And I kind of just, I just assumed from the price the horse was probably like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, you know, just a couple $1,000, like, whatever. So I never paid a lot of attention. Well, Jacob was like, hey, that big draft of mine never sold. Well, you and Buster get him. And let's try to, move him or whatever, you know? And I'm like, okay. So I go get him. Listen, I go get him. Everything we've done with him, he's like a freaking 9-year-old, completely sound top. Easy, mama. Yeah, you guys let us. See, this is where she pooped, but see how dry it is? It's okay, mama. But yeah, so we're gonna... Easy, buddy. Just need to get her that Banamine, I guess. Where did Cheyenne go? It's all right. It's all right. But where she pooped, it was super dry, so she probably just needs a little bit of... See, look how freaking broke this thing is. Anyway, he's going in the barn, and now you'll never be able to own him any cheaper than you could when Jacob had him. Because one thing about it, Tara's a little more pricey than Jacob, and honest to God, I had no idea that this draft was like that caliber. Would you say, like, for a true, honest, like, Amish draft, he's one of the best, huh? He is, like, swear to God, one of the most honest to God best. He is a 8 coming 9-year-old. Yeah, Buster just said, like, anytime you get these drafts that are this young, they have, like, a big hole in them. Like, this horse trailers. He's in the stall good. He rides. He drives. Like, I'm telling y'all, he is, yeah, like, honest to God, probably one of the very, 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 very best I've ever had. So anyway, y'all slept, and now we're getting his boo-boo taken care of, and I don't think y'all will be buying Jacob's draft any cheaper. So he will be on the website. We took some really good professional type photos of him, and I renamed him Garcia because he did the big Terry Garcia. And he's good. Like, he ties. He is a big horse, and he's a strong horse. But, like, he's a freaking good one. Yeah, like, there's no big hole in this horse. Oh, he's super agile. For sure. For sure. We'll get his feet trimmed, because Buster's already kind of had them all picked up. Oh, you got the swat. Yeah. Man, she does not feel good, that mare. No, she does not.
You know, that shit's dry on the inside.
Yeah, it's super dry. So I just think we need to get her some Banamine. And we need to put her right here in the arena with the water. Like, you know, she did know where the water was in the arena.
She knows where it is.
I just want her right here where you can keep 2 eyes. Let's give her some Banamine. Let's, you know, we gave her electrolyte paste and that other paste, the stomach paste. Let's just let her drink some water and keep 2 eyes on her.
Catch me, Cheyenne.
Yeah, catch me, Cheyenne. I'm telling y'all, you should have bought Garcia. But he will be on the website. He is probably the best. I think the only thing about him is there's no big hole in him, in the sense that, like, anybody that has any horse sense would be fine. He probably is a little bit strong for a novice or a beginner. But he, by nobody's standards, is going to be dangerous. Not compared to any other horse. Buddy, we've been doctoring on that, and he's a little bit tired of us doctoring it. He's expecting it to, you know, since we froze it. Look at him, nobody's even touching it. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Good job. Look at his face. He's like, excuse you. Look, he looked at Bus. Look at him. Look, he's like, Cheyenne, you let him do me dirty. Look at you. Oh. Look, he's like, Cheyenne, you really let him do me dirty. You let him do me dirty. He's like, you hid my eye for him to do me dirty. Garcia. This is a big... You want to know the best part about Garcia is this. There is a lot of nose here. And look, it is big for tisses.
Miss Tara, may I run and grab some water real quick?
Yeah, just nice. Just Banamine for her maybe before you do that. Or get me the Banamine and I'll give it.
I got the Banamine.
No worries. Let's just give it on the way by. No, he doesn't have a crooked front leg. Back him up. His feet are fucking platypus. Right there, just stop him. No, there's not a crooked thing about him other than his feet have got to be trimmed. Like that one's got a big flare. Super straight-legged horse. So that's one of those things, Kathy, where, I mean, and I'm going to say this politely, but like if you thought that, you could have requested photographs, but like don't, like it doesn't do the horses any favors when you try to pick them apart on live video. In fact, it's just not, just don't do that. Like if he had crooked legs or something, I would have already called it out. He needs his feet trimmed really bad. 10 cc's, Buster? Yeah. But, and he's gained, this horse has gained so much weight since he's been here. Like the pictures of him originally did not look like this. Oh, man. Yes. He is a beautiful big guy with a big head. Yeah, see? He's got super good legs. He doesn't have an odd foot. No, Kathy, he does not. It just needs to be trimmed. So here's the thing, Kathy, when you start to say things like that, like, make sure that you know what you're talking about. Like, just know what you're talking about. That has a big fucking flare that's broke off, and Buster's fixing to trim him. We've already said that. I think sometimes, I know, but his lip, you know what I think it's from? You can see these old battle scars from the Amish where they had him pulling. Probably, see these old battle scars? I call them battle scars. What do you call them? Where somebody rips a bit through the corners of their mouth like that. He's got those old Amish battle scars. So, he probably doesn't have filling in that lower lip, to be honest with you. But his tail has been docked to keep it out of the chains. They do it for safety. And a little bit of hair there that you can braid back into itself. But the biggest thing is they dock their tails so that it doesn't get in the chains and it doesn't break their tails while they're pulling. So they do it as a safety measure. A lot of people think that it's really an ugly practice, or somebody, he had a roached mane and it's growing out. Like he had a roached mane and a docked tail to keep his hair out of the equipment. And now that he's no longer a true workhorse, his mane can grow out and his tail's growing out. But so in dogs that are hunting dogs, they dock their tails, and some of them are born naturally bobtailed, and they do it to keep their tails from like getting caught or, you know, getting in the brush and things like that. Like it's for safety. And it's the same, it's like dew claws on a hunting dog. You always take the dew claws off so they never get ripped off and get infected. So with these big draft horses, they roach their mane and they dock their tails because the equipment that hangs right here, his tailbone could get caught in that and it breaks their tailbone. And the inflammation from breaking the tailbone gets up into the spine and it can actually cause like really severe problems later on in life. So they dock them so that the tailbone from a baby can be docked and heal, and all the nerve endings heal good. And they do it in a way that prevents them from ever having complications later, because the older they are, the harder it is to do. And I can tell he can still swish flies. He can still do all of that. And that part right there, you would just braid back into itself when you pulled with him. But it is important for the Amish to dock their tails. I used to be a big anti-tail docking person. I didn't understand. And then I had it explained to me correctly why they dock them. And I've seen mares, I've seen older mares that they never docked the tails on, that had got their tails hung in equipment and it like broke the tailbone off and it healed bad. And then they lost mobility of the tail when it broke, so they couldn't swish flies. And then they would piss and shit all over themselves because when the tail broke, they couldn't swish it like that, so they couldn't move it to piss or shit. And you realize like that is far worse to live with long-term complications than to just dock it off when they're a baby and they cauterize it and they have no complications. No, it never will grow back out. The bone, normally on a normal horse, the tailbone is about this long, about down to, hey, we've been doctoring him, so I just don't want him to think I'm doctoring him. I'm not gonna doctor you. I'm not. He could have kicked the shit out of me too. And he's like, I said no more doctoring. He's not. Listen, Garcia is honestly like a fucking 10 to me, because he has, for being an Amish horse, does he not have all the personality? Because the Amish will fucking suck the sap out of one, won't they? They will suck the sap out of one. They are literally a chunk of fucking equipment, and I'm telling you, that very few horses, it's kind of like a kid that's been severely abused. Some of them, and listen, the Amish are not abusive. They are just pieces of equipment to them. And so here's the thing about it. Like, they feed them, they care for them, but they're just equipment. So they're not giving them cookies. They're not best friends with them. But it's absolutely, there would be no need to put tail extensions in. I mean, his tailbone is never going to grow back. That's probably as long as his tail will ever grow. He can swat flies. He's good. But I am, yeah, he did look at me. He looked at me dead in the eye like, I could kick you. I'm not going to, friend. But don't touch my fucking boo-boo again, okay? Don't touch my boo-boo. And he's like, don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. Garcia. Heather, we need a shirt. Don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. Garcia. Oh, all right, you guys, I gotta go. We gotta get her up and get her. Bear, don't help. Bear likes his dinner warm. Bear, the fucking haters hate you. They think that you're a malicious fucking beast. Go on, dumbass. Yeah, let's go ahead and hook up and take her. I hate it. Anyway, she just unloaded 2 seconds ago, got off the truck, and just has been, unloaded colicky. She just been through a lot of stress. Probably didn't eat and drink good. We've gotten Banamine in her. We've gotten instant response. We gave her that immediate response paste, and she pooped, but it was just dry. Man, one of those things that just sucks. I hate it, but just want to make sure she makes it. So we're going to try to take her to the vet before they close and get her some fluids. All right, you guys, we will be back later. We'll probably do a little vet bill fundraiser because I don't really want to have to just put her to sleep. So maybe we can do a fundraiser for some fluids. I don't know if any of you guys would be interested. I hate it for her, though. I mean, get off the truck and be colicking from the jump. They haven't been here very long at all. All right, sweet girl. And she had water. And she even took her to the water, tried to help her drink, gave her a hydrate paste. Then we gave her some gut check. We've been kind of immediate response. Now we've had some Banamine. The Banamine hasn't had a lot of time to work yet. He just gave it, so. Yeah. If you want to just walk her for a second and then we'll hook up. All right, you guys. We'll be back. Let them walk her. We'll hook up. All right. Talk to y'all in a little bit. Goodbye.